What's up, everybody? Welcome to Knockout Sessions. Always here, Julio Milton.
Happy Halloween, guys. Halloween week.
Trick or treat.
And we are missing our favorite clown. Our scary clown.
Said clown. But yes, happy Halloween, everybody. Stay safe. Trick or treat out there, but responsibly. All right?
Drink responsibly.
Last time we talked about UFC 308. Here we just have a whole
a beautiful week. Every week's a beautiful week.
Yes.
Yes. I'm glad you agree.
Yes.
But last time we focused a lot on UFC. We
Now we have-
neglected our black child and didn't talk about them.
A little bit of my fault, guys. I'm sorry.
Did you really just say black child? I meant to say our black sheep.
No, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. Michael Chandler over here.
I meant
That's not going anywhere. That's not getting. I'm the editor. That's not going anywhere.
I meant to say we neglected our black sheep.
The caption that's going to be on here is going to be immaculate. Go ahead. BLM, baby.
Anyways, our black sheep was neglected on Sunday.
Colored.
On Sunday, our black duck, our ugly duck.
He's still trying. Stop. What he means to say is that
We did not
neglected
talk about boxing, which is our other half
God damn it.
of this show. And so I tried to tell Julio that we really needed to give our opinions on the Bivol Archer fight, but he refused to talk about it. So here we are, once again.
Consider this a part 2 from the last
Sunday.
video.
So to start off with, since it's almost out of our minds, it's a nice touch because it seems like we might be moving towards getting the rematch based on what Eddie Hearn's been saying. The question here, first of all, is do we all have agreement that Bivol lost? Because I don't think Bivol lost. What do you think?
We actually haven't spoken about this.
That's
at
what
all,
I'm saying. Yes, we're right here, live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia.
We're from Tucson. Or someplace like that. Georgia. See how he's trying to fit in with the black children?
What are you talking about?
Atlanta, blacks.
No, this is the song, freaking.
Shit, I'm gonna have to edit this one out.
Oh my God, it's fucking Lil Wayne and Lloyd.
The Bedrock?
No, Oilo. The one that goes, I forgot. 5-2, but I love.
Oh.
At the beginning, he's like, "Hey, we're here, reported live from Atlanta." Georgia."
Okay,
So that's
damn.
what
Yeah, we're definitely editing. We're editing this whole. Fuck this whole thing. We're starting from the top right here. Fuck this whole thing. All right. God damn it. 5, 4. This whole part is staying in the archives though. 3, 2, 1.
Elected the ugly duckling.
That's on me. So consider this a part 2 of the video that we just released.
Yes, sir.
The reason being is because we have some big topics that we didn't talk about. Starting with,
Archer versus Bivol.
and me and him haven't spoken about this, but he has a
He was
question.
being petty. Didn't want to talk to me. It is what it
I've
is.
just been a busy boy the last week or so.
That's why you got to deal with men. Men know everything about business.
What's a man to a god?
Anyways, so the headline here of the Bivol Beterbiev fight. Vesco, we're looking for sponsors. We have 1 million views at every single video. I know it will benefit you.
It's like a jaw clencher. You feel it in your mouth.
So we haven't spoken, again, because you're being petty. Since we were on no talk terms, when this fight happened, we didn't get the opportunity to fully express ourselves to one another. And I was actually very upset that day that not only did I watch the fight by myself, but the fact that they gave the victory to Beterbiev.
So you're in disagreement.
Oh, I'm 100% disagreeing. So can we first start off by saying we both agree that Bivol won? No?
What an awkward silence. So, do I think Beterbiev ran with it, as according to one of the judges? No.
Hell no.
Do I think it could have gone either way? Yes. Did I have a winner? No. I had a draw. I legitimately had a draw.
Which makes sense, because if we look back in our deep memories, because it's been so long since the fight happened, right? If you talk about at least, I think it was the first 5 rounds, Bivol ran with at least the first 5 rounds easily.
I believe I had it 3-2.
3-2?
3-2 or 4-1 Bivol.
4-1, I'll believe you, because for sure he won the first 4 rounds hands down. It's just, it depends on your biasness of round number 5, where it starts to...
That's where you saw
sway.
a swing round.
Yeah, that's where you start seeing everything being swayed, because... just trying to calm down.
I haven't even done anything yet.
No, it's not you. It's just I get frustrated with judging, right?
Oh. Yeah. You in the world.
You are my world.
Mm.
Anyways, why is it that you believed people think Beterbiev won? Let's start with that. Because it wasn't volume. I think Bivol had more volume. It wasn't accuracy. I think Bivol was still more accurate because the punches that he was throwing, from my remembrance, is that a word?
From my memory.
My memory, whatever. From what I can recall, I think Bivol's punch output was more accurate. I think what they were giving to Beterbiev was power punches. But do power punches really hold that much weight?
To me, they do. And the reason I say that is because when you look at total punches landed and thrown between 1 through 5, in round 1, it was 4 out of 33 Beterbiev, 1439 Bivol. Then it was 641, 1247. Then it was 13 out of 68 to 12 out of 42. So round 3 was very close. Round 4 was 10 out of 55 to 11 out of 31. Very close. Round 5, which is the round that you say Beterbiev actually won, was...
I didn't say he won. I said it could go either way. Yes.
7 out of 57 Beterbiev and 11 out of 27 Bivol. So
There's a trend here.
I believe in those middle rounds is where Beterbiev probably...
Yes, I would say 6 to 9. So 3 rounds that you can start saying...
You had a 6 to 9 Bivol the whole fight?
No, fool.
Oh,
round 6 to round 9 is where it's hard to start arguing for Bivol, because I think that's when he started slowing down. You started seeing him.
Yeah, you saw them. So the numbers here, round 6 through 9, it's for Beterbiev, it's total punches. 9, 17, 12, 13. Bivol was 9, 13, 7, 15.
See? So my memory's somewhat a little good still. Right? So it was those middle rounds that I can see, right? But like, in my opinion, you're talking about the way I saw the fight, right? The first 5 rounds were Bivol, in my opinion, right?
Okay.
So you're talking about 6, 7, 8, 9 could have gone to Arthur. So 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 4 rounds to 5, right? So the deciding factors were 10, 11, 12. What do the numbers say for 10, 11, 12?
Total punches?
Yes.
10 out of 70 for Beterbiev, 9 out of 27 Bivol, 21 out of 72 Beterbiev, 15 out of 34 Bivol, 15 out of 63 Beterbiev, 14 out of 38 Bivol. I think what...
So I see the trend there in the last rounds. I think you were about to say it.
Yeah, so like Beterbiev looked like the busier fight.
Yes, because he was throwing stupid amount of punches.
Yes.
Which makes sense. You know, like if you're Beterbiev, you at that point, if you're watching the fight, there was a momentum on his side already because he was winning those middle rounds. And obviously we saw a couple those punches when they were landing, they looked like they were starting to hurt Bivol. But see, I was going based on the accuracy. Doesn't accuracy matter here?
It's because so let's compare power punches now. So
yeah, well, obviously that's not.
if you're gonna give me 10 hits, those are your volume punches, and I'm gonna give you 4, but they hurt you. I'd rather take the damage than the output.
I guess so.
Because who wore more damage on their face by the end of the fight?
Bivol had a black eye.
Yeah, because that's how strong. But like Beterbiev was, even though it was just an insane amount of inaccuracy out of Beterbiev's part. He was the busier fighter. He was the one that was landing more damage. Like give me a scenario where Bivol said, where you look at Bivol and you go, "Oh, he hurt Beterbiev with that."
The whole fight.
And
I mean, it was a couple like power punches and a couple
made you go, "Ooh."
Yeah, and a couple like.
But Beterbiev was making you go, "Oh."
Yes, but if you take that out of your mind, that's only like one scenario out of a whole fight, though.
I would agree with you if the total punches in these rounds weren't so close. And
I will still say that out of 10, 11, 12, I would have to rewatch the fight, but I'm pretty sure it was a clear victory, one of those rounds for Bivol. So yes, I would 100% agree with you that this should have been a draw.
Yeah.
I think a draw was the right choice. I don't know if it was that easy to say one man won over the other because it's like you say, I was looking for the accuracy that I saw in Bivol. You were watching the damage, the power punches, and the overall volume in the last couple rounds. And that's where it gets a little tricky because it's like you finish hard, you forget what happened in the first half of the fight. Mm-hmm. So I think a draw would have been fine. I honestly do believe a rematch is due.
It's warranted.
Warranted, that's the word I was looking for. I think a rematch is warranted.
It reminds me of Fury Wilder 1.
Yes, but here comes the big question. Are we going to see Canelo fight in between, or do you think they're going to do the rematch immediately? Because this is where we stand. Canelo can technically go and ask for the fight against Beterbiev, right?
Which he shouldn't.
I agree to a certain degree.
For his health.
No, because I think Bivol deserves a rematch first.
And for his health.
What health?
Canelo's health.
He's 36.
He's getting knocked out.
That's fine.
He should not take that fight.
We're all deserving of an opportunity to prove ourselves wrong one day.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Because technically right here, right, you're going to have Benavidez Morale potentially fighting, right? Winner technically should fight at least Bivol
after the fact,
or get a title shot. But I don't think the winner of Benavidez Morale, especially if it's Morale, is deserving to be ahead of Bivol. So if anything, fight Bivol, and then the winner really gets the rematch.
Well, I'm glad we're on this topic.
I'm glad you like my topics.
Because I'm about to map it all out for you.
Please.
Here's your answer, actually.
Okay.
Give me Bivol Beterbiev 2.
Okay.
Morel Benavidez stays as is, number 1 contender fight.
Which is in potential January, which if we get the rematch around March, the winners fight each other.
Coincide.
In August.
And in May, the rumors, if they're true, of Canelo Eubanking UK.
I really don't like that.
But it's a legitimate rumor.
It is a legitimate rumor.
And it makes sense for Canelo in the last chapter of his career to go global.
True.
Because he's been talking about UK. He's been talking about Japan for a while.
See, and then that would... and my conspiracy theories come all together. And that's where it all makes sense for September. For if Benavidez beats and wins undisputed, it all falls in line
July?
at the end of the year.
It's too soon. That's too much fights for Benavidez, honestly.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm not saying...
I can't believe you fucking said that.
No,
when you had Canelo go on a fucking 4 or 5 fucking fights straight to become undisputed.
Let me clarify. I don't see Benavidez taking more than 2-3 fights this year.
This year? I'm talking about next year.
Next year, I'm sorry, this coming year. So like
January
is Morel.
Okay.
And then you want him to fight again when?
At least July.
Oh wait, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then you get one more fight at maybe it's not September.
Maybe that's where it gets tricky though.
Maybe it's not September,
but
Canelo has fought in November. Canelo has
They wouldn't
fought
do that in any other date outside of Cinco de Mayo or September.
There is no contract that says Canelo will only fight in September, especially when we've seen him fight in November.
If you have two Mexicans or of Mexican ancestry, wouldn't it make sense to save it for Cinco de Mayo or September, not in November?
Okay, but see, that's where Benavidez' big old cojones have to come out.
Yeah, Benavidez
but
got
see,
it.
this is the problem. If that happens, then we have all the Delgados out there saying, Canelo didn't fucking let Benavidez heal from that fucking fight, and blah, 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 blah. This is why I think just make it in November then. Fine. October, fine.
I got a different map out for you.
Okay, Chuchi.
So we got Benavidez Morel.
Uh-huh.
Let's just go correlating.
Correlate me.
Benavidez Morel, January.
January.
Bivol, Beterbiev, you predict around March.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got May, Canelo doing whatever the hell he wants, whether it's Eubank or Crawford or a stay busy fight.
Yes, sir.
A stay busy super fight.
Yes, sir.
Then in July is when we would get the winner of Beterbiev, or the winner of those previously two fights of Beterbiev, Bivol, and Morel.
Yeah, you're about to say the same shit that I just said.
Right, but hold up. But what if Bivol wins that rematch and now we have a trilogy?
Trilogy?
Between Beterbiev and Bivol.
Not if he wins fucking dominantly.
And if it's another close fight and they give it to Bivol this time?
Bro, that's different. That's different.
It's not. It happened to Fury and Wilder.
Okay, and we'll get a trilogy, but they didn't fight the trilogy immediately. They each did their own thing for a little bit.
Okay, then in July they have their rematch. You predict in September.
They better be ready for Canelo.
Who's gonna fight Canelo?
The winner of fucking Bivol and fucking
Beterbiev.
No, motherfucker, fucking David Benavidez.
So the winner of the other fight.
Bivol and Beterbiev rematch has to be early in the year.
In March.
March it seems ideal.
And then
February
you predict the winner
better.
of those two fights to meet in July.
Yes.
And then the winner of
or
the July.
even June, maybe May, maybe the fight at the same time as Canelo.
We'll probably say June.
Yeah, June seems more realistic.
Late
Then we're ready for September.
So you think the winner of June fights in September?
It's gonna be a busy year for everybody. You want that shit, you go get that shit.
And what if it's Bivol? What if Bivol wins all of
Everything.
this? And so in September we get Bivol, Canelo too?
Still wants that get back.
And what happens with Benavidez Morel winner? That's where I was heading with all this. They fight the loser of that rematch?
If Beterbiev fights the rematch and he wins again, he's retiring.
Beterbiev.
He's 40. What else does he have to prove at that point?
Wouldn't you want to see Beterbiev versus a winner of Benavidez Morel?
Not really.
I mean, he obviously would be open to Canelo too.
He's gonna fucking knock out
all of them.
Benavidez.
Everybody.
Except Canelo.
KO's Canelo.
I've seen Canelo fight bigger dudes.
Kovalev? Kovalev is the biggest one he's fought.
That's fine.
Beterbiev is not Kovalev.
I know. And Canelo's not Bivol.
I'm trying to help him, y'all. I'm trying to warn him. I'm trying to.
My boy, it's okay. But see, if Canelo goes after Benavidez instead of Beterbiev, people are going to be like, wow, Canelo's a bitch. He didn't fucking try to fight.
Oh, he's in a
Beterbiev.
lose-lose situation.
Yeah. If Canelo goes and fights Benavidez and not fight Bivol, oh, Canelo's scared because he saw that Bivol win 12 rounds with Beterbiev.
So at the end of this all, you think Canelo's going to have a win over everybody of these names?
No. I just think that it's a very competitive fight because Beterbiev doesn't have the best fucking defense. Canelo is an expert at body shots, and if there's one weakness that Bivol did not fucking attack on Beterbiev was the body, address. Canelo will fuck up those ribs, and it's just a matter of who fucking knocks who out first. Or not even, maybe he probably won't even knock out Beterbiev, but it's not like Beterbiev's never been dropped.
What if fuck everything we say and Morel's the best one out of all of them?
And that's what it is. Let's start with the next fucking face of boxing.
Cuba.
But that kind of puts in piece together a lot of our conversations about boxing. The only other thing I want to say is, what the fuck, Tim?
He's been holding the same, y'all. I haven't spoken to him about this, but so, I know what he's feeling.
So Tim Tszyu
let it all out.
Goes and skips the line again to go try to get a fucking belt, and decides to get dropped like 5 times, 4 times, 6 times.
How many times? I believe it was 4.
4 times, it gets knocked out.
Let me see.
Explain that to me, Julian, because you're the one who got me on the Tim Zoo train. I saw fights of his, and I was like, wow, this guy is respected for you, fool. And then we get back-to-back losses? What are we talking about?
I think
What are we talking about?
we've gotten a point where Tim Zoo's at a point of his career where, one, he probably needs a coaching change. And 2, his heart outweighs his skill.
Because I do agree with a lot of the comments saying his corner failed him in the Fundora fight for not stopping the fight, letting him go to a no contest and just fight another day.
Yeah.
But a knockout, my boy? What are we talking about?
I think he lost his confidence. I think he's shook right now. I think he's... What's the word?
PTSD?
Maybe. He's got a little bit of... not trauma, but it's more of just no confidence in himself. I think he has confidence. He thinks that he can just will his way to a win.
It's the same thing that Age has been going through ever since that fucking Andy Reese fight.
Similar.
Like, he has zero chin. No chin.
And those wars catch up to you. And maybe...
But Tim was just getting
He's
started.
young, but that was a nasty fight him and Fundora had. It was a nasty fight, my boy. And mileage is a thing. And maybe...
So how do you think the Virgil Ortiz fight would have gone? See, now
I think it
now I'm really mad because he would have made Virgil look very great.
He would have been the stepping stone Virgil needed.
Oh my god.
Isn't Virgil have a fight lined up too?
I don't think it's been officially announced.
Oh.
No, maybe we'll see. So it's fight week. We got Boots Ennis doing a rematch against someone he already beat. So maybe he's gonna wait to see what Boots does.
Well, since we're on the topic of Boots now, 154 and Tim Zoo and everything, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give a damn who you put in front of Boots. He clears this division.
154?
At 154. There's not even Crawford.
We still got Virgil.
He beats Virgil.
I believe in Virgil.
Ooh, looks like me and you are at a
I believe in
standstill.
Virgil. Virgil is.
I like Virgil.
Virgil's stubborn.
Ron Boots Ennis is a beast.
Okay, that's fine.
So is that the big super fight then? That's if we
I
went
mean, at
from
this point, because after Crawford moved up, we saw him fight. What's his name?
Try to pronounce his name without reading it.
I forget his name. Julio will get us the name, but after we saw
Madrimov.
Yeah, Madrimov. I don't know. I feel like
154 is
yeah, like I think we saw the ceiling for Boots, and I think he's gonna struggle for at 154. I think there's no way he goes up to 160 and beats a freaking Chris Eubank.
No, but he clears out 154 right now.
Who?
Boots?
Not with Virgil and Boots. Oh, I was thinking Crawford.
Oh no.
No, Crawford's ceiling after we saw Madrimov.
Yeah, Crawford's reaching the peak of his career right now.
Yeah, so yes, if Boots is going in there, he's definitely the next Crawford, the next Spence of 154, the next Charlo, but
so I'm gonna throw some names.
I think Virgil and Xander being there just kind of makes it all interesting.
I was gonna throw some names.
Yeah.
So right now is the creme de la creme of the division is Crawford, right? Then
I would say Fundora, because technically Crawford just showed up.
Hardware, because of the hardware.
Yes.
So Crawford and 1B is Fundora.
Yep.
He's about to fight Spence at some point this year, hopefully, because Spence has been out for almost 2 years now. So we got that tier right below it. Then that tier below that is where you have the Boots, the Charlos.
Even Tim Zoo right now.
At the end of that
Madrimov, he's deserving of that
is
one.
also a dark horse. You got Virgil. Xander. That tier right there is what's we're gonna see who can rise up to the top of that pyramid.
Yep.
And if I have to pick somebody, I'm gonna pick Boots.
Well, I'll see you at the top with Virgil.
I like Virgil, so if he beats Boots, I'm not mad at it. But I skillfully Boots is just a different beast, bro.
Yeah.
So now, do Boots and Ortiz beat everybody in their respective tiers? Do they beat the Charlos? Do they beat the
Oh
Teams?
yeah, I think so.
Do they beat Spence and Fedora?
I think so.
Do they beat Crawford?
I think at this point, who Crawford is, I think they both have a solid chance to win. But I don't think Crawford's willing to risk it. I think he's just going to try to get a major fight against Canelo.
I think so too. And I feel like Boots and Ortiz have kind of been in this collision course since kind of like the last couple of years.
Yeah, technically it was originally Crawford, but, we saw what there.
But at 147, when both men were at 147, we knew these two are the ones that are going to match up at some point.
100%.
Because they were both on a knockout streak.
100%.
So I feel like that vision that we had for these when they were prospects is still alive and well. But now at 154.
100%.
But
Going back to the white sheep and the white ducks and the doves and the geeses
and the tanks.
and the tanks. Do you think we're actually going to see Tank this year?
Yes.
Because he's being petty. It doesn't seem like he's going to want to be a co-header when we know he's a co-main.
We have a friend of ours who swears up and down that Tank is probably the second biggest star in boxing behind.
Do you
Canelo.
think this fight with Roach
Is headline worthy?
not just headline worthy, but do you really think they can be putting this fight up in the air and try to do it last minute in December with zero promotion?
On a pay-per-view, no.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, what are we doing?
You better
Like,
make that free.
Like you're literally talking about a month away from them having a fight scheduled, booked, and ready to go right before freaking Christmas, and it's like, who's really trying to go spend the money before Christmas, especially with no promotion, no hype behind it? Like,
Not a A-list fighter to counter Tank. No disrespect to Lamont Roach, he's a quality name, but is this a fight we wanted for Tank?
no. I mean,
How long have we been
to be
saying?
fair, and I'll say this again, to be fair, it looked like he was ready to go with the Vasily Lomachenko fight. Loma decided not to go for it. And it looked like he was wanting to do the Venezuela fight, Rayo. It looked like Rayo did not want to do it, or it sounded like he didn't want to put the 140 belt on the line. They were trying to make it at 135. So to be fair, I get it. My concern here is, how are you not trying to be a co-main to the Benavides Morel fight
It's a bigger
and
fight.
ask
than
for
yours.
$100 to see a very low-level fight? And I get it. I'm not blaming Tank on this one. I've been blaming Tank for a lot of things, but how are you going to ask for people to want to pay for something if you don't have something like Morel Benavides right next to you? That is something worth paying for. Now you got a decent co-main and a solid fucking main, right?
Yes. When you put it that way, if it's in reverse order, then I'm willing to watch it. I'm willing to pay for it.
Yeah, but not separately.
Not
Not separately. Even David and Morale. David. David. I'm still iffy if it should even be pay-per-view.
Oh no, it's pay-per-view.
That's what I'm saying. I'm iffy if it should even be pay-per-view unless you have a stacked undercard. You give me Tank Davids together, that's a solid pay-per-view.
PBC. So if you put Benavides Morel, Tank, Roach, and then like a feature bout of
Exactly.
like a good feature bout.
See, but you're saying what I'm saying.
Yes.
You need them together for it to be a solid pay-per-view. You
Yes.
split them up, especially if you're trying to do December Tank and then January fucking Davids.
Mm-hmm. Is it worthy in Vegas, or do you go to Texas?
Nah, they could go to Vegas. Vegas is solid.
We'll be there.
I am there.
I think I would agree. Now, like you said, if it's Tank versus Roach, last minute Christmas time, it's gonna bomb.
Yeah.
But I do think we do see Tank again. It's just
I don't think in December. If anything, February.
my only thing is I just want to slide this in there. If Tank couldn't find a dance partner to let to Roach, I'm pretty sure there's some other guy in Brooklyn that wanted to fight too. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Edgar Berlanga.
No, not that. Another idiot.
You better not be talking about my boy, because I will fucking. He knows how to dance.
Why didn't you just make Tank and Teofimo?
Because Teofimo's at 147.
He's
a welterweight.
He can drop one more time.
Bro,
Kind
that's
of like
2 weight classes.
find a catchweight.
Okay, catchweight, I can see that.
142.
143. That's like a half of 7. That's half of 7. 143, Teofimo Tank, no belts in the line. That is a great fucking fight.
The reason I say this is at this stage of Tank's career.
Even Teofimo, I mean, he needs another solid name on this fight. Like,
Yeah, but he's younger than Tank.
okay.
Not by much, but.
Yeah, that's okay.
But Tank has to take advantage of these next 3 years of his career.
Yeah. Because, I mean, this is where most people are hitting primes, and I feel like Tank has been wasting a lot of time. But can he turn it around in the next 3 years? 100%. Maybe not a fucking Loma anymore, but at 135, I think I'm more interested in Tank fighting the Camarón. William Cepeda. That'd be a solid fight.
I like Cepeda, but I don't take him as seriously as you
It's
do.
fine. But I think he's a solid fight. Obviously, a Shakur would be even better.
That's
So we can start with William, because obviously Tank has a hard time going straight to the top dude. We can do William. And then Shakur is great because he could be at 135 or 140, wherever he wants to meet. Right?
right.
And then if Devin Haney hasn't left 140, you still have Devin Haney at 140.
Or Teofimo.
Teofimo's at welterweight. I
Teofimo.
don't know if they're... Okay, maybe Teofimo. I want that fight, but Tank is going to have to be willing to go a little higher than 140.
If he was willing to fight Keith goddamn Thurman, he should be willing to fight Teofimo.
Willing and have done it are two different things. So, he never did it.
True. But he was willing.
I don't know. Sign the contract.
I just hate Tank.
Sign the contract. But going back to your favorite topic, we got some UFC news. We love the octagon. Julian loves to press my buttons on this side of the turf also.
No, I don't. For those of you that aren't aware, we do still have UFC coming up this weekend with UFC Fight Night. Brandon Moreno versus Amir Albazi.
I will be champion one more time again.
He fully believes Brandon Moreno still has it.
Not based on what I saw last time. But he has to find the will to get out of bed.
You still root for him.
5 a.m, even though it sucks, because I know you've made a little bit of pocket change now, but you got to find that fire again. You didn't see that fire in his last fights.
No, he still gave a good fight. It was very close.
Fire, though. That fire that, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even next month. That's the fire we're looking for.
That's what you're looking for.
Yes.
I think I want to see more technique. Because I feel like he's kind of been abandoning his style of fighting in a very lack of defensive kind of way. And he's not getting any younger, brother. 30 years old.
Hey.
Which is fine.
Relax with the 30s.
Which is fine. But at flyweight, you know how they are with those lower divisions. They don't have the longevity that the bigger dudes do. I think this is going to be a big fight. Because Albazi, even though he's a bit of an unknown to the casuals, he is 14-1. He is on a hot streak. He did just beat Kai Kara France a year ago. If he beats Moreno, that's 3 straight losses for Moreno.
It's definitely a crossroads right there of like, what are we doing?
Like, we start looking at him like, did you lose a step? Or do you have to move up in weight? I don't think he should ever move up in weight. I think at this point, Brandon Moreno, maybe it's the mileage. Because, I mean, aside from Pantoja, he's probably the most battle-tested fighter on that division. And we have an influx of young talent coming through. So either Moreno... This is the point where Moreno has to win if he's trying to do that late career run before the sport eats him alive.
Yep. We see Tony. We don't want more Tonys. I say this every video. Tony hurts for you, Julian. I know.
Some other noteworthy fights on this card. Erin Blanchfield versus Rose Namajunas. Blanchfield, I think, is the next big thing in flyweight. I think she's going to be the one to challenge Valentina if she gets through Rose. Rose Namajunas is always competitive. I mean, she's a former champion. Obviously, she's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. But her fights, the last couple of outings, have been a snooze fest. We also have a returning Derek Lewis versus Jonathan Diniz.
My balls are hot.
Derek Lewis is a fan favorite. No matter win or lose, we still love him.
Yeah.
The dude's like the heavyweight Holland. And just a little throw in there, because we haven't seen not my boy, but somebody who I enjoy watching since the Canada card in France. God, what a shit show of a card for Canada. Mike Mallet. Mike Mallet is returning. So hopefully he can get back in the win column. Sticking in the news with UFC though, the reports of John Jones having anger management now.
Surprise, surprise.
What's your thoughts on that?
We don't condone domestic violence, but the signs have been there for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
His anger.
Sorry, Kamala had something to say.
His anger has been shown for a very long time.
This is ever.
Even when he said, "I am the villain trying to be."
Oh, what a sociopathic ass fucking response. Finish that sentiment what you were about to say.
When he talks about I'm the bad guy trying to be good, that says a lot, my boy.
You're not right in the head. Like, it's cool to say it if you want to sound hard, but I think he genuinely believes that.
Yeah, 100%.
So now he has to take 4 hours of management classes to resolve a pair of misdemeanor charges stemming from the drug test at his New Mexico home, in which he was accused of being hostile. I mean, cool for him, but this comes around because he pleaded not guilty in July. Will this help John, or is John just doing this just to kind of get it out of the way?
You have to get it out of the way. That's all it is.
So you don't think this is him?
The only way that John stays under control is by getting in the octagon with Tom Aspinall.
So
he doesn't listen.
Here's my question to you then.
Yes, sir.
The charges of assault, a petty misdemeanor, and interference with communication, a misdemeanor, will be dismissed as long as Jones completes the anger management classes.
He's so angry he can't even complete the class.
And follows all laws over the next 90 days. Now, his fight is in 2 weeks, so we don't have to worry about his fight.
The fight being, yeah.
So he's smart. He did this right in the point because, 2 weeks, that's about 14 days. So he still has about
another fucking
70-some weeks left.
He might not make it a
or
Christmas,
days, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, Christmas is where it's not going to be too jolly.
Yeah.
Now, he can get the fight out the way. We're glad for that because, we just want the fight out the way, honestly. We don't care for Jones and Stipe. Good fight maybe 5 years ago. But after that fight, and he beats Stipe, and Dana's trying to make Aspinall Jones, and Jones ruins
Oh my god.
the next 70-some days.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, it looks like he can't fight for another year.
That is so dumb. I did not think that far ahead.
Boom. That's where I wanted to go with that.
Oh.
See that? That was a live reaction right there, folks.
Anyways.
I wish Abi was here.
That is so annoying.
You didn't think of that, did
Like,
you?
Tom is going to lose before he even gets a title shot.
And if he loses, it's to Shama.
Chom! 100%.
And by the time Shama becomes a 3-divisional champion, because yes, it only counts.
Jones not going to be there.
Jones
That's
will
gonna
probably be getting done with his legal troubles by then. And then we have the super fight. And somehow, some way, Jones avoided Aspinall because he went and hit his wife in December.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. As long as Alex Pereira beats Tom Aspinall fair and square, there's nothing to say. No matter what, Jones is taking on the better man. So it is what it is. I just think Tom is in a very unique situation that Benavidez has been in, and it's funny.
Yes. In other news, fights being booked. There was an early report about a couple of weeks ago after Marav defeated O'Malley that a rematch was going to be booked. Dana came out and said there is no news of that fight being happening. Dana says Umar Nurmagomedov is next. Sorry, Marab. I know you keep saying that you want the rematch with Sean because Marab is the one that's asking for a rematch with O'Malley. It's pretty clear what he's trying to do. He wants the payday.
And he wants to solidify himself as a champ.
He did because
I know.
He dominantly destroyed him.
Exactly, but
There's no need for the rematch.
there is a need
There's
in
not.
his mind.
In his mind and his health.
In his pockets.
he believes that Umar doesn't deserve the shot because he says if he worked so long for it, Umar should too. I guess.
Petty.
Which now to wrap this all up, I do have a question. Is Ilia Topuria the next big thing in the UFC?
It seems like it. He's got
A country?
a whole country. He's got the style, the face, the attitude,
The
the
charisma.
mindset, the charisma.
Not just Spain, honestly. He's got Spain and Georgia is also behind with Russia. He's got a whole continent behind him.
Yeah, he's got everything that most face of boxings want.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't obviously have that big swag that fucking Connor had, but he's right there because he's still very proper.
He's got aura.
He's very proper, right? Like he's more of like mafia type of Tommy Shelby. He's a Tommy Shelby type of vibes. If you would watch Peaky Blinders, Julian, you might agree with me.
I'm 2 episodes in.
Ooh, like 2 years ago. You didn't even know what's going on. Yes, I can see the makings of,
And he's young.
and he's young, right? I think the cherry on top that will really ricochet him to being the face of boxing is if he books and beats Patty Pimplet.
That's where I was going with this. Because according to Patty, he thinks he can beat Topuria.
Hell no, I'm sorry, Patty, you're fun, but no.
That was if I told you
when
2
you
years
struggle with Tony Ferguson, that says a lot, my boy. You're fun.
I remember 2 years ago, this was the fight that was being talked about being booked at 155. It's Mig Topuria versus Patty. Because Patty, what is he? He referred hand sanitizer boy. If I would have told you 2 years ago, Patty is yet to fight a top 15 and Topuria becomes champion, would you have believed me?
Not with all that freaking charisma, you'd think he'd talk his way into a fucking real fight by
You know
now.
what I'm saying? So I like Patty
No, you don't.
sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you don't.
Like it depends.
It's the king of the north.
It depends. He's a little cringy, but he's got something to him. But ain't no way he's gonna stand in there with Topuria. Patty needs to worry about Money Moicano. You know what I'm saying? And Topuria, well, he's gonna have to break some more hearts again, and this time in the form of a retirement. I'm sorry for that.
It's all right, Volk. We believe in you. Your TikTok videos are amazing.
Do you want to bet on that fight again?
No, thank you.
Why not? I should have bet you with Max.
Not today, boy.
Would you have accepted a Max one?
Yes, I would.
Damn, I was been so busy the last couple of weeks.
Oh my God! Stop saying that.
But we're glad that we were here bringing the extended clip of Sunday's video. So now, as I said in that video, if you didn't already, like, share, and subscribe, and just keep looking out for those social medias because the social medias are the ones that are blowing up right now.
Yeah,
But we appreciate everybody, and we'll be here for more videos. We'll be more consistent. Peace.
Peace and love.